I was actually in the middle of researching my next video here to try and find you some good remote jobs, and I just decided to make this video as something that you can use to prevent yourself from applying for scams and what to look out for when using one of the biggest job platforms in the world. Now, let me first say that I actually love Google as a company. I think they do a lot for people, offering a lot of free services that they don't have to do. They've, I think, proven that they are not just another greedy company that's looking to milk every dollar out of you. I think they really put emphasis on consumer loyalty and therefore give us lots of great free tools because of that. So this is not anything against Google as a company. This is about a certain function of their website that I think people who are probably looking for remote jobs and any job in general should really be careful with. Now, if you look on here, I'm looking at just Google Jobs. So if you go to Google and you type in whatever job you're looking for and you click on their jobs tab here. So it'll be this little jobs tab here at the top next to news. Well, you're going to get all sorts of jobs. You might think, wow, look at all these jobs. You can save them, you can follow them, all this stuff. The problem is, for whatever reason, as great as Google is in many different aspects, their job platform just sometimes it falls short. It just, for some reason, uses the wrong sources and gets scams on here. So for instance, I found some great email-based jobs that I think people would really like to apply for because they're remote. They prevent you from being on phone calls all the time. People really like email-based remote jobs. So I was actually trying to see if I could find any new sources on top of the ones I've already found that are hiring, just for planning my next video and giving some new email-based job leads. Well, the problem is I gave Google Jobs another chance. I usually don't use Google Jobs for a reason, and this literally just proves again why I don't use it. So let me show you why this is an issue. If you want to just look at my screen here, email support jobs remote. This is the second of the listings. As you can see here, the very top two listings here, number 2 on this list is one at a company called Appen USA, or so it seems. It's a customer agent chat and email work from home based job. Sounds good, sounds like the type of job I would be looking for, but you have to do your research. Now, if you look on here, you can go to apply directly on Appen USA. It's like, okay, I've heard of a company called Appen. Appen is a huge company. Just to prove this to you, I pull up their Glassdoor page. You can see they have a 3.6 out of 5-star rating, 66% recommend working here to a friend. If you look at their overview here, you'll also notice that they have thousands of employees and they are a publicly traded company, which obviously means they are legit. Well, AppenUSA.com is a little bit different as far as their website. So if you look at Appen's website that's on their Glassdoor page, it says appen.com. Now, some companies have a lot of different domains, especially large companies like that. So you have to ask yourself, all right, well, let me verify this just to make sure this is one of the domains that the real company Appen actually owns before you apply for a job. Why? Because if you apply for a job, you are giving them a lot of personal information, and there are a lot of scams out there. Now, AI is definitely not perfect. Let me just say that AI does make mistakes, but if you actually use AI enough, you will find that it is pretty good in some areas when it comes to at least verifying whether a company is legit. A lot of times they'll tell you a company is legit, but they have some mixed reviews and things like that. But if you look on here, while Appen.com is a legitimate company, AppenUSA.com is a scam and is in no way affiliated with the real Appen. Scammers behind AppenUSA.com have been reported to steal personal information and demand payment for fake training courses and equipment. So then they go over all the different red flags here, and they are literally impersonating what is, in fact, a real company. So literally, it takes you to this page. It looks like a real job application page. You apply now. There's no telling where that's going to send you. There's no telling what all kind of information they've been collecting from people. And they are according to Google's very own AI, a actual scam. But the same company, Google's job page, is promoting them as a company that's hiring for a real job right now, as you can see. So you have to be very careful with something like Google Jobs, and this is why I'm creating an alternative to something like this that I hope to unveil very soon. But you cannot just always rely on these major job platforms like Google Jobs, because you can't trust the sources they're using in many cases. Just like with other platforms where, a scammer can just buy a job listing and it could take days before their flagging system actually gets it taken down. With Google Jobs, they automatically have these sources just automatically importing jobs into listings, and literally the top 2 results right off the bat, some of the most viewed results that you find on here could actually be active scams. So I just wanted to go on a little rant here. I wanted to help protect people. I gave Google Jobs a chance. Like I said, this is not any knock on Google as a company. I think Google's a great company. I just think their Google Jobs platform makes a lot of mistakes. It's done it for years. I gave it another chance, and there's proof again that it's still not there yet when it comes to preventing scams. And the job industry in general right now, as you've probably seen, is full of them everywhere. And a lot of the biggest job platforms are just not able to be trusted anymore. There's more and more people using it for the wrong purposes. So if this was helpful, hopefully this was, please click the like button so I know what types of content you like, and I'll see you in the next video.